Engineering is the closest thing to magic that exists in the world. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. Entrepreneurship is like eating glass and walking on hot coals at the same time. In order to make the right decisions, you have to understand something. If you don't understand something at a detailed level, you cannot make a decision. That's my lesson for taking a vacation. Vacation will kill you. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. It can't just be slightly better. It's got to be a lot better. It can't be a little bit better, because then you put yourself in the shoes of the consumer. You're always going to buy the trusted brand unless there's a big difference. I think it would be great to be born on Earth and die on Mars, just hopefully not at the point of impact. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 80 to 100-hour weeks every week. This improves the odds of success. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. The factory is the machine that builds the machine. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. Starting and growing a business is as much about the innovation, drive, and determination of the people behind it as the product they sell. Make sure you understand the fundamental principles of what you're trying to do before you get into the details, otherwise you could be building on faulty ground. Life can't be just about solving problems. There have to be things that are exciting and inspiring that make you glad to be alive. I think I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right, because if you're pessimistic, it's going to be miserable. Great companies are built on great products. When the product starts to become shoddy and uncompetitive, so does the company. As much as possible, avoid hiring MBAs. MBA programs don't teach people how to create companies. You want to be extra rigorous about making best possible thing you can, find everything that's wrong with it, and fix it. Other advice I would give is to not blindly follow trends. Question and challenge the status quo. My proceeds from the PayPal acquisition were $180 million. I put $100 million in SpaceX, $70 million in Tesla, and $10 million in SolarCity. I had to borrow money for rent. For me, it was never about money, but solving problems for the future of humanity. If you're going to make a product, make it beautiful. Even if it doesn't affect sales, I want it to be beautiful. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. If every time somebody comes up with an idea it has to be successful, you're not going to get people coming up with ideas. You can't solve problems with the same thinking that caused them. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. I just want to retire before I go senile, because if I don't retire before I go senile, then I'll do more damage than good at that point. When you struggle with a problem, that's when you understand it.